Hi, folks. It's time for Art Time with Nick. I'm your host, Nick Tockert. Before we get going, I need to remind you Art Time with Nick is made possible by generous donations from IndieCD.org, the one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, musicians, artists, and other creatives. For, well, today only, 12/31/23, you can join for as low as $5. That price is going up substantially tomorrow. So if you haven't joined, please consider. It's a great thing to be a part of. And if you're looking for stuff, go to ncd.org/about-nicholas-tockert for my pick. Alrighty? Alright. Now, let's see. I need to go here. I need to go here. Sorry, we have just a little bit set up. Do that. And we are going to do this. Oh, that's not quite right. We don't need to see. There we go. There we go, friends. And let me get the comments up where I can see them. Oh, we have a few. Hi, Nick. Goodbye 2023 tonight at 11:59. Yeah, I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it go. I mean, it's been a complex year, and we're joined by Thesis. Blade Thesis, how are you, sir? And Alex Creation working on piece for Art New Year's 23. I'm going to draw along with once the stream starts. And I also have the D campaign today. What a great way to do it. And Thesis is asking, how are you? And been better, been worse. Had some plans to go out and film today, but I'm feeling a little under the weather. So PJ day at home it is. I find the last day of the year is a good day to stay home. You can't see it, but that little bang you heard was me switching to my I'm working on the computer glasses like I'm supposed to. And Dawn says, hey, Nick. Yeah, I think these just popped in before I head to the store, and everybody's happy to see you. Great to see you, Dawn. Dawn is doing a whole lot of good for me for helping with the convention, February 24th, 2024, in Fowler, Indiana. We will be having IndieCD.org. It's IndieCD.con. I'm sorry. I had a rather late night last night, and I'm feeling the effect. But we need to get warmed up, so let's get a little Bob Rossian on this one. And have to remember that this picture will be the first screen of 2024. So I want it to be hopeful. I want it to be a very happy picture. I want it to be, that sense of motivation and accomplishment and hope. Because that's what we're going into the year for. That's my goal. I have things that are happening this coming year. And I think the best thing we can do is spend some time looking at the new year with simple hope, with the joy of an opportunity in many ways to start over. And while I'm starting this art over, which I remembered to hit the time lapse right before the video started, okay, you can rock with this. I can sit back with this as a story. Okay. So what we're going to do here, if I'm going this route, I guess I'm feeling summery, okay? Means I'm going to need a palette of blues and greens. We're going to just, yes. I saw that and I realized I'm feeling a bit beachy today. So let's draw just a light grade of the beach. And we're just going to get some water going here and keep things calm and cool. Hi. Wow, Dan, you're awake. Good to see you. Dan Hallfield's in the chat. We're just going to, this way, we're starting off the image for 2024 in that mellow, kind of groovy place. Feeling a little Beach Boys energy. I'm okay with that. Now, I know it looks right now very, very simple. I'm just taking blue and putting these wavy kind of cross lines apart. And that's how we want to start, because this is going to start telling us where our wave action is. Now, when we're doing water, and I haven't done this in a while, so you'll have to forgive me, there's a lot more green than people expect. Oh, hello, Bonser of Radio Retro Future. How are you, sir? Looks like it's going to be a fairly crowded show today in the chat. I'm glad to hear it. If you don't know, you should go to Radio Retro Future on YouTube, which is sponsored both this channel. And he does wonderful things in the worlds of steampunk. Lots of novels. It's just a good place to go. And then while you're flirting around different websites, go to Apfillion. Apfillion is Apfillion-Webzine, I believe is what it is. Dan, please put the link for Apfillion in the chat for folks. Is a wonderful resource for writers and authors and sci-fi fans of all shape and scope, because you can find just absolute insane quantities of high quality science fiction right there for the taking for free. It's amazing, and it is a great place if you are an author to get your start putting things out in the community. Oh, and let's see. Oh, hi to Saren. How are you, my dear? I hope you are well. Let's see. Anwin is going live on Amazon January 4th. Oh, and you've commissioned an Anwin doll prototype. That's brilliant. The danger with some multiversal science fiction, regardless of genre, and especially in the steampunk genre, sometimes it can get a little dark. And given the effects of the last few years, now I've got the blend. I like the fingertip. Let's see. I don't like. Oh, I like that. I'm use the fingertip. And see how I'm just kind of curling it? I'm going to play with my colors just a bit. And it's going to take some doing, but it will give me that rolling, lively water look with some gentle practice. Using the blend tools, I find, tend to feel more like sculpture than actual. I'm starting to get white caps already. That's great. Than actual painting, because you're not laying paint down as much as scooching it and moving it around to get the effects you want. This is going to let me keep that horizon line looking interesting. I may come back to the lower level and play with the cloud fronts on this, because this has a bit of a storm curl. Now you can see where the waves are starting to swell and come down. Thank you, Dawn, for sharing that. Hey, Johnny. Good to see you as well. Yeah, we're just going to start off relatively mellow. We're going to do some, it looks like a nice light beach scene. Thinking of warmer days. Because I'll be honest, the mighty Manatee Man would love to find himself, you know, neck deep in some nice warm water, possibly with a frozen beverage of a sort in his hand, looking at fish and just having a good time. I'm a little cabin fevered with the way the weather and some things have gone lately, and I really want to see. There we go. Get the breakers starting to break like they should. But I'm really wanting to see warmth and joy. And I know it's going to be a kind of stressful time for a lot of people because 2024, that's a lot going on for it. And there's a lot going on in the world. But if we stick to what we can control and we try to make that as nice as possible, we can really have opportunities to enjoy our world. Now, I am using far too beta this. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, that's not the color I wanted at all. Let's go hard way. There we go. Now, what I'm doing is I'm cutting in some actual white for the white caps. There we go. And we're just kind of laying them on down the line because we're going to go visit them with the blend tool in a bit. Not hard, but we're going to go back to our good buddy, the blend tool. We want the waves to be coming in. I want you to hear the joy in your head. I want you to be able to hear the goals. And we'll definitely need to add some goals to this picture. Because I really think that I'm going to lean towards wanting 2024 to be a year of rebalancing, of healing and growth. And just goodness. That's what I'm hoping for. I have a couple major adventures for me planned. And I'm hoping to share a lot of that with you as it gets closer. I mean, partly the convention is the big deal for me, but let's see. Well, Alec, if you have to duck for your campaign, there's no worries. And Dan says most enjoyable steampunk stories are romances at heart. Sure, gadgets and inventions are galore, but the interaction between characters and the gadget is the core and is the core element. Yeah, he says, I've always maintained, continuing, is the best way to think of steampunk as grand adventures of Jules Verne combined with the rugged individualist characters of Robert Heinlein. Very, very astute observation, and certainly what I would come to expect from a gentleman of your calibers. And I am very, very pleased to hear that. So we have our beach, our water going. Now comes the hard part. Next layer. We're going to cut in with a medium kind of beige. I'm still running a little smaller. I usually run a 20, size 20 brush of the thick oil. But right now, I'm looking for having a little bit of control. I want a little bit more control, and I'm taking it easy because I had just a bit of a low blood sugar shortly before the stream. So I do things to take care of it, as one should. But I'm also being gentle with myself, which is something I definitely want to work on in the coming year. I hate losing the wonderful water that I worked so hard to do. But that happens. That's just part of it. I have to decide where the speech is in my mind. And I'm thinking that this speech is actually up in Michigan. So I need to do some things. Because, it's not a painting like this if I don't have at least a happy tree of some sort. I'm just going to kind of pencil this tree in. Let it naturally kind of fork out from the bottom and thicken as we go. And I like to use a lot of gray elements when you're using a tree. It's a good way to balance out, because most trees I find, except for some very specific types, are more on the gray scale of things when you look at their bark coloring than they are on the brown scale of things. I have to be sure to add some dimensionality and overlap. And then I'll decide if I want to add foliage to it in a second. But we'll see. And we've got some good comments. Dan says, Nick, that looks a lot like my mom's watercoloring paintings from back in the 1960s. Thank you. I cut a lot of my teeth, basically, landscape-wise, using watercolors. And I had a few occasions with where I grew up, which was in Michigan City, where I had the privilege to take my paints out to the town and actually wander around and set up a miniature version of what I set up for my art booth, actually, and just go on art safari. And it was a really grand little adventure, and I needed to do it more often than I did, but I need to shrink down to a smaller paintbrush again. I have schedule limiting forces in my life, and that's okay. But I'm thinking that a art safari might be in my future down here. I do a lot of, cell phone photo just to reference. I see something beautiful, I snag it. Because that lets me have that guidance. It's, that hope. But, yes. And let's see. I'm missing some of the comments, so I don't want to get too distracted from that. And Don Dulas. Okay, here we go. Because I skipped a few things to deal with what Dan was saying. A pseudonym. Do I know you? Your brush is perfectly safe. Oh, sorry, Don. Yeah, you do. Just have been keeping a little quiet for personal reasons. We are well familiar with Miss Saren, and I will. If she doesn't have a wrench, I'll get her a wrench very soon. But she's known to us. Nick, okay, we hit that, and I take that as high praise. So pretty. I need to work on my watercolor paintings. Hugs and loves for whatever you're going through. And see, that's what I love. The support. And we've got Joe Bachman. And hi, is it Joe or actually Joe? And then not Joe Bachman, of course. And Indie Creator. Is it actual Joe? And she meant Joe, but you confused me. No, you're right the first time. You all are having fun. And Giants, there can be only one. We'll have to start subtracting. Ho, ho, ho. Who knew the life of a farmer was so jolly? Indeed. We have an active, wonderful chat today, which always makes the art programs a little bit more fun, I think, because I like to talk to people. Many of my happiest memories, in my younger years especially, were being in the company of artists and just the joy that comes from sitting around at a table, wherever it is, with a bunch of creative people, creating whatever's running through your mind at the moment, and chatting about things that may or may not have anything to do with anything, and just enjoying what it can be. Now, I'm not too worried about the higher, grabbing random things, the higher branches, because I'm going to come over here, and I think I want to add another layer for this. I'm finally getting where I'm comfortable expanding things. Am I by my phone? No, I actually am not, Johnny. I can try to request. Oh, wait, yes, I am. I'm by my phone. I thought I left it out. If there's something you want to send me, I'll gladly receive it, sir. That's not my stylus. That's an actual pen. I reached down and got an ink pen instead of my stylus. But now I'm going to. Oh, well, I made the faux pas of working across layers, but if you don't tell on me, I won't tell on me. And I'm going to find Pointillism brush, which for doing excuse me, for doing foliage, okay, just looking to see, I don't know where you're going to send that to, but the Pointillism brush is an amazing tool to save time and energy, because it gives you this very, very nice, slightly translucent brush stroke, and it gives the feel of trees. And I've used Pointillism personally quite a bit in my art, but it takes all those tiny little brush strokes can take such a long time. And here I'm still using the tapping motions to make sure there's the space so I can control the depth and thickness of this tree that's forming. And then I can come over here and I can start playing with a lighter green, and I can play with that sense of lighting. And I'm doing it very delicately. I'm not heavy jumping yet, but it gives it that softness. And I really appreciate that visual softness because my vision is not always the best. So when I draw or paint things, my own limitations influence how I see and feel about things at a distance. For example, I have astigmatism, so lights can really affect my view on things, and sometimes it can be quite lovely. So I've got that, and I've just sort of gradiented. Yes, Joe, I was using gradient techniques. Yes, I actually did remember to turn on the time lapse. I turned it on before the show started because I think this is going to be one people might really like. I do need to come back down to my tree layer here, And I need to go back to my thick oil paint brush, which one of my favorite brushes. I need to darken the dirt around the base of the tree, so it's kind of going to expand this layer a bit. And it adds just a little bit of interest. And this is such a nice brown that pressure control is so nice. If I can cut the things in with this brown and get, a bit more of that hard line that you want without actually losing it. So yes, this one will definitely work. And because I'm actually operating behind the tree, I can do this and might make some stuff up here. That's nice. That makes me happy. I think I need to thicken this tree up anyway on the side. That works. And again, everything that for me is about, obviously I want accuracy. I want it to be identifiable, but it's more important to me that it feels like how I feel about the situation. Not if I have to choose between accuracy. Let me see. I want this. Yeah, I'm just using the mechanical pencil tool to throw in some grass over here. But yeah, it's not about being a perfect photo recreation of whatever I'm trying to do. It's about making and catching the feeling of the moment. And let's see. I did. Let's see. Also lurking while I practice my fingering techniques. No, I'm sure. I'm glad you're doing your guitar. That is something I may reacquire. That's, we'll see. We've got some faux pas. Message sent. Only for Nick because internet grandpas get special treatment. Oh, I'm an internet grandpa. How delightful. Now I just have to find a said message. Give me just a moment. I'm actually upgrading my phone probably later today. I have a new phone, but I had to wait for my new SIM card because my SIM card became obsolete. So let's see. Oh, my dear friend whose name I am working on being able to pronounce without stuttering through it. That is lovely, and I am incredibly proud of you. Yes, sir. Please continue that. Let's see, where am I? I'm still doing the grass. Okay. I think I need to add a layer, and yes, I want that layer behind the treetop layer anyway, in case things get funny. Come over to my pen tool, grab my Zero, because actually, do I want my Zero or I think I want my good pen. I think I want a little bit of toothiness for it. Grab a gray, because I remember saying that this needed seagulls. And seagulls are really easy to represent because they look like flying M's. So you just dot some of these little flying M's around, and you give them a little bit of a body, and you get this very simple, very artful feel. I need to do something down here because the transition is off on the sand to the water. So I'm going to grab something slightly darker than what I use and come all the way down to the sand layer, the tree and sand layer. And I think I want my airbrush in a very small size, actually. I went lighter, but that's working too. So we'll do that. We just needed a contrast. And yes, there is a little, I'm actually very deliberately putting a light fuzz of sand above the sand. That's because anyone who's been to a beach when there's any bit of wave and wind action knows that the sand you will kind of slightly fly at you. There we are. Buff that in. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, because now I can make it a proper water's edge where it's just a little bit darker. And we'll just darken this up over here. That looks good, my friends. I'm rather proud of this. Again, it's not an overly complex piece, but that's a great fun. And let's see. And where are you? Okay, nice. There's my cursor. Let's see. That's nice. One thing my mom taught me, and depending on the angle, sunlight, and tree bark, there can be unexpected highlights. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm leaving some of the white in there, and I should play with that. That's a good point. Because the sand tends to buff and actually will polish the bark of a tree near it. Oh, you deserve all the thanks. And yes, don't forget, Indie CD is $5 today, and you can use any of these links to get there. And that's exactly how I do draw my sequels. I love it. Johnny does not like sand. It's coarse, it's rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. And somewhere Natalie Portman is getting excited, Johnny. And all you talented artists, and I can barely draw a straight line with a ruler. We can work on that. I'm serious. Part of this channel is meant to do instruction. I will happily do a program that is just basic art instruction for what I know. I actually was, for a time, an art instructor in an after-school program. And can't draw straight line with the ruler. And see, here's the trick that you don't know yet. Because he says, I can trace a line like no other, though. If you spend a lot of time tracing, and I really do need to sign off on this and get it set up for tomorrow. So, whew. This is one of those where the picture's so nice I almost feel bad signing it. But I need to, because it is the last of the 2023. Oh, I don't want this brush though. I want to sign it in. Yeah, I think I'll use the big pen. Is that right enough? Yes, it is. Cool. And I can zoom way in. For that line, but I can find just a little smaller, just to the point of pixelation. Perfect. Because I don't want my signature to take away from the image. That's 23 for today, anyway. All right, let's zoom back out. I think it does need a little bit of touch-up over here when I zoomed in, which is good because I'm at a point where I can touch that up. Just come down to that layer where I did it, grab my dear friend fingertip blur tool, and we'll just touch that up so that the harder lines aren't too hard. There we go. Get that green. Because when the sun comes through water, it turns green very often. It's a really neat effect, and it's one I've had to work very hard to try to get close to being able to convey. Spent a lot of time looking at the water. One of my what I'm doing here is just doing the kind of I've zoomed in so I can do some of the cleanup images. So I don't want the harsh pencil stylus lines kind of popping through. We'll just do this because it's a little calmer over here. I'm going to switch the green up over there. Nice. Like I said, this part is very much more sculpture than it is traditional paint in function. So let's see how this looks. There we go. And I do apologize that my voice is a little scratchy. I had a lot of fun seeing my dear friends and seeing my family. I got to see my nieces and nephews, including my lovely niece Maria, who doesn't usually get to come down. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this. And we will save it as Hope for Summer. Oh no, you guys are getting a glimpse of the framing on my cover for my horror novel. Oops. We're going to call it, oops. What am I, there we go. And as soon as that gets settled, I can export my PNG. That way it can go up on DA. That looks good. And compared to how this used to go, I can go to my time lapse, which I recorded, yay me, and export time lapse. And yeah, that's going to look great. That'll be a YouTube short. If not today, sometime next year. And we're going to, and we'll be on to the next one for summer. We'll go art time lapse. Yes, indeed. And then I just have to do the lettering to use it for Nevermind the Funeral. Here, with the top one. Probably down here somewhere. And never. Oh, it's back to brown. Well, I'll fix it in just a second. Mind the further. And no typos today. Hey, I'll take that as a win. And then I just go here and hit the red button. And oh, let me look at this. There we are. Let's just up the pull it down. That's just like a notch or toothpick. There we go. That's nice. And we'll put it floating right there. Nice. And I'll come down here, and I will file export in the layer PNG. NTF 1/1/24. So the first one is done. Yes, sir. And I can close this out. It's going to say it's been changed, but I don't want to save that last bit. And oh, we have a bunch of comments I lost from working, so we'll deal with the comments real quick. I let Foxy be the artistic one. I'll be the one who fixes all the electronics when she Dresdens them up. Yes, I too have a powerful Hexus field, and it is not a jest. Our dear friend Joe Bachman has on numerous times considered sending me a grounding pad that I can clip to for when I'm working on the computer. It's one of those that would not surprise me to find in the mailbox. And hey, Foxy, I'll put you around the show for a little bit tomorrow. Have first town meeting in a year tomorrow, of the year tomorrow. Well, that's exciting. I really do envy how aligned with your community you are. And they like to hold the reorganization meeting. Resignation, oh god. I'm so excited for Dan Hollifield that's bleeding over. Sorry. Early in the day for some reason. That's interesting. Thank you. And you're doing the fiddly bit. Slarty Bartfast would approve. Why, thank you. And I didn't even resort to excessive fjords. Oh, okay. They hold that 10. And yes, I did use Harry Dresden's name as a verb for messing up electronics. You're not the first one. Hello, Cat. Oh, love of my life. How are you doing, darling? Have fun with that. Okay. And I've made a few logos for people, a couple heraldry flags for friends. That's impressive, though. You know, it would make it great if you had red gradient blending into the blue to make it harder. Ah, Johnny. Black to white would work. Oh, you guys are terrible. I love you though. Okay, let's see. We've done let's see. Still standard YouTube glory. And before anything else happens, y'all caught me. Record time lapse. And excluding the gradient commentary, let's go to pen. And I think I'm going to stick with Zero because I do love that pen. And I'll grab a light and we'll do some light sketchery. I just have to decide what kind of thing I'm in the mood to do light sketchery of. And you know what's going to pop out of my lovely computer. What kind of inspiration am I feeling today? So you guys are still talking about gradients, so we're not going to do concept. I was looking through some reference pictures on my phone to see if anything jumps at me as this is my mood. Oh, psychic damage effect inflicted successfully. Got a shower before the second football match of the weekend. See y'all later. Well, and you've inflicted psychic damage on the ladies finding out that you're showering. That sounds delightful. Have a good one. Go your team, because I can't remember which team yours is, but I hope you win. Flying cats. Flying cats. I've done flying cats before. I did a magic card of flying cats. Let's do something with that. We can work with flying cats. Cats are definitely the kind of animal I have to do the structure on a little bit of construction. Not too bad, but a little bit of construction goes a long way. Yeah, I want the slight up to the tail. And this is the blues layer, so don't get too caught up in anything involving the blues layer, because nothing here is permanent. Your paws are actually pretty small, so we'll do this. We'll do this. Make me draw a cat. Make me draw wings. I see how you are. No suffering amuses them. That's good. The paw, got the back leg. And it's not perfect, but that's okay. I spend a lot of time around cats. I have several pets, and I can do so. My mini is truly your mind is truly a random place. No, it happens. No worries. And the head's too far out. I gave it too much net. It's rough because my hand's just a little shaky, which is okay. That would have been a great dog body, but that is a cat. Oh, undo that because I grabbed the eraser of doom. My gosh, I was really cutting fence and sorting something out if I'm rocking with a 300 size eraser. But okay, we have a cat, almost roughed in. And it is soon to be flying. Yay! I'm not sure how detailed I'm going to get with the wings. We'll see. Flying cat, because flying cats happen. Okay. Now we'll have to decide why the cat is flying. And of course, we have to give it a little bit of an outfit. So a little collar, is this. Make it a dapper flying cat gentleman. There we go. And I need to do something with this fellow. Oh, little buttons on the legs. There we go. What am I doing with this lovely little flying cat? A little long in the body, not bad. Oh, let's give him some potion bottles. I can detail more later. There we go. Make him a fairly adventurous flying cat. There we go. Okay, so we have the rough fur flying cat. Oh, yes. And, we've got some comments. Just tasted Lynn's New Year's Eve punch. Let me get over here. It's tasty and turned out to be sneakily spirited. Oh, my. Jane, stop this crazy thing. Should have left the cat with spacesuit and a helmet. Imagine the flying cats. Oh, yes. You're allowed to be biased in cats. Everyone should be biased about their pets. That's just part of the glory of it, though. Make a flying cat. I want to resize it a bit because it needs to be part of the scene, not necessarily the whole thing. And I think I want it swooping a bit or a center. Let's pull that down. Yeah. And move him right back here. Okay, that works good. And we'll move that. Now we go back to the pen. Commander Mark Kistler from the Secret City taught me that if you're going to draw a three-dimensional thing, you have to make the swooshy noises. It's just necessary. I'm not worried about controlling my lines too much because, again, I'm on the blue layer. This is where I play. Let's see how my time was. Yeah, I'm running a little late because I stopped in Shadowfin Language. That's it. So we have a forming bookshelf or other shelf. I think I got my angle off. Yeah, I got my angle off just a little bit. That one's a little better. There we go. Shallow that out. And what is the cat going after? Well, he could be a flying library cat. You know, the cat learned flight, levitate, and mage hand, and can do a great deal more than it used to. So we'll just start sketching in some books. 3 up on the shelf. Make it ominous, put a little bit of like a silly dude as the bookshelf holder. It looks good down here. Oh, I know what I want to draw. Something I'm actually thinking of acquiring because I think they're just so darn cool. I'll see if I can draw it with today. But the fancy glass coffee circulation things, I just think they're beautiful. And I would make chicory in that, maybe do teas. And we'll put, some potion-y looking thing over here, strap around it. This is good, simple, three-dimensional form. It doesn't have to be perfect. But it's good. Oh, yes, I'm going to put a mouse in the background here somewhere. But the cat is there. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I have it. I need some... Nope, that is not the line I want. Okay, that just gives me a little bit of horizon line to work with, and I don't think I like it there. The horizon line should be here. There we go. Well, these lines don't really matter and won't matter to anyone but me, except it's going to fix a few things. Wait, no, that's an angle from where you can, where you're sitting. We're going to put this over here, come out like this, come out like this. See, I got a whole scene now. Do this, do this. That looks like it's way out from the wall, though. Well, we'll make something to keep it. Whoops. Grab the white accidentally. I love to bump the grab color thing on this. Oh yes, community coffee has chicory added. Because caffeine as a stimulant interferes with my my nerve medicine, I am not allowed caffeine, because if I have caffeine or any stimulant and it gets too high, it turns off the medicine and my fingers feel like they're on fire. And my joints stop working properly and I tend to fall over. And I'm really fond, whoops, I did it again, really fond of not falling over. So we've got all this sorted out, roughly. And this is a fun picture, so I'm not too worried about the lines. And we have to put someone over here. Because what we're doing is making this be the magic item shop, but you're not seeing it from the side you usually see it from. You're seeing it from inside. We'll just make her a big old happy skirt kind of thing. Still need to figure out how her hat's gonna go. Give her a witchy hat. I like a witchy hat. But there we go. This is just, I love the main character in this is the flying cat. It's the whole reason this thing was born, but now I have this happy little potion witch lady who apparently has to have gigantic braids. There's no choice in the matter. She requires oversized braids. Get the little ball thingies that tie the braid. And then we'll just put her little reasonable shoes and a reasonable position. And she can have her hand on her hip because she's mildly annoyed that the cat is not doing what the cat's supposed to do. Which is fine, because that's totally normal for a cat. And then I just have to zoom in. I know she's going to have that little bit of apron action here. There we go. Fun, cute characters. And what we have, that will clear you out the chicory. Chicory's nice, though. Have family coming over soon, so I have to get going. Have a lovely day, and thank you for the draw streaming. My pleasure, Miss Sarah. Okay, so I think we've got the blues mostly in place. I just want to throw some light flooring details and figure this is, more her desk work area. We'll deskify this a bit. Yes, I believe that taking any noun and adding if-I makes it a verb. This is part of speaking McGee's, which I understand is not a common language, but it is a language. I hear someone shuffling about. Anyway, my beloved wife is reading a horror book that I finished the first draft on, called Hanks and Hellfire. And I was having fun watching her expression, because I love to watch her expressions when she reads stuff I make. We can carry that over to this. Make sure it's she's little comfy slippers. Does she have heels? No, she's not wearing heels. Good Lord. This poor woman's working, in retail. She doesn't want to be up on her toes all day. But we're going to go there. We're going to go to black. And by the way, guys, I do hope you are willing to hit the like on this video. I put a lot of work into these guys, and I hope that they provide both education and entertainment to you guys. So if you've enjoyed anything, please hit the like button. If you don't like it, you can hit the dislike. I prefer you tell me what I'm doing wrong. And I do usually take requests. I realize I'm much more of a cartoonist than, yep. I'm actually giving him the full shirt. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but much more of a cartoonist than like a comic book artist, even though I have a comic book in the works. But I really do prefer just fun, light artwork that, will usually tell a story or take you somewhere. Art should be freeing. It should allow you to escape the prisons of the mundane. And with the way the world is, I'm really all about maybe adding just a little more whimsy to it if I can. It's going to be a big part of my push for 2024 is, joy and whimsy, because I have a feeling it will be very much needed. Not bad for drawing a cat without a reference. I will definitely take that. The links could use some work, but that's okay. Maybe an image I redraw later. You really need something. Oh, I know what you need. I know what I did wrong. He's a working cat. He definitely needs a hat that goes around his ears. Like so. Alright, so we have the cat almost done. Very nice. Round, a little bit fluff. Fluffy tail. Winged cat. This is really outbent ourselves today. Anyway, so we have that going on. It's adorable. My lovely wife hasn't, done harm to me, so she's either enjoying the book enough or she's waiting till off screen to do so, which is good. And yes, thank you. We have some more comments here. Let me get back. Okay, there we go. Nope. Sorry, sometimes I have trouble keeping track of where my cursor is. Every artist has their own style, and art is a way to explore perception. Absolutely. And there are times where I draw pieces that have, serious depth of meaning and are dealing with the issues that I have. And then there are pieces that are just kind of trying to entertain myself or just practice. And today is the kind of day where my hand is not really reliable. So my art is just a little shakier than I like. But it's not bad. So we're going to make it work. This improves the bookbinding look a bit. Been a lot of things, and as librarian and teacher type jobs are many of them, I spend a lot of time looking at and in the wonders that are books. These guys here. And then we'll go we do get a little of the there, that makes it better. I'm drawing this eerily precise, or trying to. But these coffee makers, can I have my black bag, please? Thank you. Please, thank you. And my hand is shaky. I may have some snack after this, but I only have to do one more picture to be done for the week, too. So I may do some more painting. I don't know yet. Take a break, and then I have a bunch of things I have to do that require my attention, because I have to do the cover design for my book. I have to do a whole bunch of art interior for several of the books that are coming out early this year. Sorry, early next year, because tomorrow is next year. And I think, okay, yeah, go. Yes, put a mouse cheekily hiding under the desk. I think that's interesting, so we'll do that. Give it a little bit of cuteness. And this may be one I revisit in a bit. Because I would love to draw this or something like this in paper. Because for some reason, my control is just a lot better still on old style mechanical skills. That's a little bit of a tangent. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. But okay, we still have a good crew watching. I appreciate that. And yeah, feel free to lurk. One thing that you're getting to see, and it was rather deliberate, is how you can break down complex things into much simpler shapes, and from there they become much easier to draw. And there are some things that are always going to be essentially the bane of my existence. Hands, feathers, there's always something, but that is what's happening by the public. I have to do a little bit of work over here. And I know this one's taking me a little longer than I usually take on this sort of project. But it does seem to be fun. So I think we're going to keep on a little bit at it. And while it's not perfect by any means, and I certainly have my chosen issues about this, but that's just artist's prerogative, frankly. Go. And we're going to come here. I'm going to have to work on her real close. Ooh. Thesis found the complete series Tales from the Crypt for $35 on Amazon. I can see that as being very tempting as well. For a lot of people, Tales from the Crypt was almost akin to Sesame Street, in that it brought them into a part of the world. It just brought them into the world of horror. They cut their teeth there. Okay. Brushing. For a bit of a round nose. I don't know. I need to work on that. There we go. Darken my eyes a little bit. I got more basic. That's okay. This is why we have a razor. I want to talk to you guys, especially the ones who want to do art and are a little scared of it. Don't be. Okay? And I'm going to say don't be for a couple reasons. Because the first thing you need to know about art is let's see. Oh wait. Mona Lisa started off with a balloon on a stick. Oh, Mona. Sheesh. That'll teach me for stay up and drinking all night. Well, last night I believe last night was Last Man Standing. You did stay up. Anyway, not giving you any flack for that. Certainly don't blame you. I've done it. Had the privilege of being on that program quite a bit. And as soon as I get some projects done, I'm going to be doing a bit of a tour digitally, popping up on people's shows and programs to promote the convention. Because we've got some great people and we've got some new people. And I am rather excited. She needs glasses, there's no choice in that. And of course a necklace because she's a witch. And some of my favorite people in the world are witches, so no worries about that. Even if it's not, my jam, I understand. Just kind of perform. What's doing that? Be certain. And now I'm just looping around, making the shapes that I, shorthanded includes a lot more present. It's not bad for the size of the situation. Do that. He's looking annoyed, and rightfully so. Put the little implication of a bit of a bust line there. There we go. About finish off her hair. This may be a character that I revisit and amplify. I give a real workup for because it's a fun design. And I am very much looking for, due to one of my projects needing a whole lot of artwork, fun thoughts and fun designs that I can then come back and use for that. Ah, my nose itches. Sorry about that. Get her little slipper shoes on. Because that's one of the benefits of being the person in charge of your business. You get to set the wardrobe. If she wants to wear her little slipper shoes because they're comfy, she can wear her little slipper shoes. Back up here, where's the other arm? Let's see. Goes there, goes back. Let's see a bit of her hand and a bit of the arm, because she is just probably getting annoying. Get that. So we tighten my sleeve down. Put a little poof for the hair. There we go. Not perfect, but not bad. This is one of those that will look very good when I stop being nervous. I may do a whole graphic novel in relatively this style, but a little more controlled, because I'll probably do the line work and stuff, pen and pencil, come in and do the coloring, or I'll probably do the grayscale for cost. But yeah, I think that project is coming down the pipe. Now, speaking of coming down the pipe, let me see. There's that. There we are. If you're interested in the convention that Nick has mentioned, check out indiecd.org/product convention registration. We do have a couple seats. We actually have to talk to Joe because I had several people request seats, so that we will have. We are really close to having a full house of people who are in attendance. However, Dawn Dulost, who I don't think she's still here, is looking to set up a flag table for people who want to leave flag out for for the people who can't make it. They can have a booth. And please, if you are in the central Indiana or anywhere near it and can get to Fowler, Indiana, please plan to come by the 24th of February, because that will be a free to attend convention. And if this goes well, we will either stay where we are or we will expand next year to a new site. We're just trying to see. It's a great opportunity for independent creators to meet the public and vice versa. I know so many people who are like, I want to become an author. So you tell them, okay, let's talk to authors, let's talk to creators, let's talk to, you want to do your own comic book, let's do a format where you can actually talk to the people who are doing things. And let me take that down. And Thesis, probably a good name for a mountain on Venus. Remember, someone wanted to name the largest mountains Mons Venerius. They were sad when they realized that the Science of Anatomy had already used that. Just doing a quick share and comment here to hopefully help for each of it is appreciated. And Twitter X doesn't have a like button. They literally just started allowing us to have comments through there. I want to say yesterday or the day before. And Thesis has an interesting story about someone I knew back in the Yahoo chat role-playing days. Oh wow, take us all back. Who was not very well versed in anatomy, and Indie CD needed more water. Groovy. Okay. Now we do the part that either makes me very happy or completely breaks my heart on an image like this. We hide the blues. That's not bad, friends. That is not bad. You're always going to lose a few things in the translation, but that's not bad. We have a lot of good textures. There is a lot going on to play with. I did not. What could have been and should have been a simple project, I have greatly transformed into a not simple project. And I'm okay with that because this is more challenging, and I like a bit of a challenge. I'm working on look, I'm doing Tiny Bob Ross out the window. Anyway, I'm working on doing more and pushing myself, and yeah, it's scratchy and shaky. That happens some days. But I'm not going to not do art on a day because I'm having a bad hand day. I'm not going to give up. That's not who and what I am. So you'll find I just don't. And that lets me keep going. I can make cute little characters sometimes, and they become residents of my mind. And then I have this little shop girl who's running around in my head, doing whatever it is she's doing. And her little shop with cobblestone floors, wood paneling. Certainly enough for a Wednesday, don't you think? Oh no. Okay. We were running our Star Trek in one named as Challenger class starship, the USS Areola. Well, I know some people will say, truly colorful names to represent, put on their children, to name their children, and not knowing what the word means, it just looked or sounded pretty. My current favorite being a person who named their daughter Syphilis because she had seen the word and thought it sounded pretty, and did not quite know how the word syphilis is pronounced. That young lady was able to get her name changed later in life with very little hassle. Because we have to explain why are you changing your name to a judge. Do that sort of thing, apparently. I wouldn't know. I've kept my name because it was given to me, and since it belonged to someone else, I have a duty to try to use that name to do good. I'm not sure what my ancestors would think about me, but we're up here trying to do good, and that's all that matters, right? Yeah. I'm just adding some darker lines to make things pop a bit, because I want, distinct layers in proximity. I want you to be able to tell that this is an outside line, this is an inside line, this is framing something. And if I do it right, I can come over here and be very bold and use my fill tool. And suddenly things start to have more form than they did before. Except I'm going to have to fix a few things before I do it there, which is fine. Back to my pen. Close these lines up. I don't know how the... Oh, that's the crack. Let's back on that one. There we go. Now, if I did that right, and I hope I did... there we go. This should let me put a box here. Or I can have a box that's not complex. Anyway, it should let me come over here and just add some black work real quick. Yeah, see, now we're starting to get that sense of depth. And it makes things feel, dimensionality. Feel like it's there. And all this is born because Don Dulas mentioned wanting a flying cat. His name is Timothy. No, I don't know why his name is Timothy. He just struck me as a Timothy. Not Tim. Not Timothy. Timothy. And why I know that, I don't know. When I create a world, I just suddenly know things about it. Some of it's really fun and easy, and some of it's rather challenging. But I think her name might be Serena. She's very nice. I'm taking a lot of time. Oh, let's see. Wait. It looks like I missed some comments, but it seemed we're enjoying it. Because I bet the Starship was the last one to top stealth tech. This would be a good coloring book page. Thank you. And I can, when I save it, I can put a black and white version for people who want it as coloring. You wouldn't be wrong if we let him play it, Dan. Took a dictionary, Wikipedia, and several phone a friend to convince him. Oh, geez. Coloring book or burn it on wood. Why not both? I bet it was a beautiful ship. I just had a horrible thought. Yeah, okay. Well then, if we're going to do that, let me take some time here. And finish a bit more. And I will sign it on the ink layer, and I will save this aside as a black and white uses a coloring page. There we go. I'm going to put that there. I want to darken that socket. There we go. Close that up. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Some grain lines here, just keep things interesting. Darken this up because this is also part of an edge. Link right to him. Timothy. Put some nails there so you can see how it's put together. Maybe not the fanciest, but it's put together. Close this up, close this up. Gamble for a second. Wow, that was not the. That shouldn't have done that. Why I did that? Okay. We have more vase. Making it black. There we go. And we'll add some more. A lot of texture to this piece. It's not perfect. But it's new, and that's what we want. The best we can do. Alrighty, And I'm going to slide it down here. I'm going to export single layer. Actually, yeah, PNG. And Timothy and Serena at her shop. Yes, it is a long name. Oh, black and white. Yeah. Bam. Okay, so that's been done that way. That means we're going to add another layer. Yay! And life will go a lot faster now because we're going to use our marker, Milli Pen. Set it. Well, we'll see how 20 looks and a reasonable gray. Let's see. Bet it was a beautiful ship. Oh, I've left that comment up this whole time. Oh, well. Wait, okay, there's my thought. And nah, my Miranda class was better. Nice. For me, to burn an image like this, it would definitely need to be one of my better concentration days to keep my hands steady and not burn every line really deep. I bet I tend to avoid burning things too much time being burned. I've got a wood burner and I've used it twice. The wood burn on my arm is still healing. Okay, I used to do wood burning. There's quite a bit of wood burning about a lifetime ago. Forgot to make this multi-block. And it's okay. But I don't do it in part because I do a lot of things. And my dear friend Joseph does a lot of things. He does wood burning. So why would I, do, a bunch of wood burning when Joe's doing wood burning and he's going to be selling? I don't want it to compete. I have my own role doing what I do. So I don't. The other thing is, let's be honest, with the hand difficulties I had to avoid sharp things and burning things and all sorts of stuff because my hand wasn't reliable. But now that I'm doing a bit better, and I know I'm going to have to go back and do some of the gray shade over here. I like this in grayscale. This looks really kind of nice. Being with the grayscale sort of pops things a bit. I might do a lighter one on over there, but I have to work around what I work around, which is one of the benefits of being able to do digital art, because I can do things when I have lack of fine hand control. I can do that. Go shadow forward, go shadow under. But I can do so many things. I should just do the other thing. And using this lets me, if I need to zoom in so I can go slower on a bad day. Oh my. I've got wood if you want it now. Joseph? I didn't know it was my birthday. Well, you planning to come by for New Year's Eve? Let me know, because I have cleaning to do if you are. And while I'm working on this, do you guys have? It's Joe. He's a special case, and he knows it. But what are you guys' New Year's Eve plans? Are you planning to do anything fun, or go out, or stay in? I'd love to know what you guys are up to, because my plans are decidedly simple. We might have my brother over, if he's feeling up to it for assorted reason. And if he isn't, we'll see. I might just leave this in grayscale. I really kind of like how it's really starting to pop a bit. Will I grayscale make that look this? Yes, it does. Yeah, it's almost like I'm over here experimenting on things. Huh. That's terrible. Why would I experiment? It's like I want to know how things work. But, and we'll either watch old westerns and eat lasagna or play some games. Let's see. Not the green room. Oh, it's okay. I have permission. And too bad I'm feeling cruddy because the view outside my living room, it would be a beautiful day to view film. It happens. And exclusive tickets for the couch, new hotspot. Excellent. Got my NY party tonight, not far from the house. Okay, well, be safe going and coming. Guessing many games of pool or poker will be played tonight. Hoping poker had better odds of winning. Dear Lord. Well, at least it's not diced. Poker, I barely know it. But I think I'm going to stop here on this one in this mode because I kind of like it, and it's one I want to revisit later. So file, save as, and I should have done this in the first place. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to just do that, because this one's in grayscale. We'll get rid of the extra space because it's going to be sloppy. Save. And then we're going to export single layer, PNG. Yeah, this one may get a full redraw. On pencil and paper, and because I like the concept, I like the way it feels. It just needs a little bit of love, and then I have to do something kind of tricky with this. You know where this is going? What? Never mind. And it's gray again. The furthermore. And I try to keep it red because that's how it was under our dear friend Brian K. Morris. I have a huge respect for the man. Do that. I'll make it a little bigger because oh no, that's terrible. I'm gonna have to, this one's gonna be a little challenging because I have to find alignment where it's actually legible, and I've still made details, but it's hard. So let's just float it around. Okay. It may end up small. How's that look? That's not bad. And we'll just put that back out. Oh, no. Oh, no, shrunk. And now it's down. Okay. I think that might be as good as I'm going to get with that. And export single layer PNG. NTF 1324. Oops. And I forgot to do something. I made a slight mistake, so we will just hit undo on that, which should fix it, and export timelapse. Okay. And we'll get this time lapse exported. And while we're waiting on this, we'll go art time lapse. I need to do one more, so I'm at least caught up with the week. Okay. File new. Same format. Close that. Yeah, will say. And we're going to go first and foremost before time lapse. Yay! I am learning. Now I need to draw something silly. This will be the Friday show, first Friday show of 2024. Let's get a pen. Let's just go. Let's just go for it, friends. I want to draw something. What do I want to draw? I'm really in the easy mood. See what shapes come out. You never know. Very structural version of a person or a person-like entity. Just kind of crank it for a minute. I don't know. I don't like that angle at all. It's very unnatural. So put that there, go there. And I am, again, this is just pure playing. Thumbs up. Okay, yeah, it can be thumbs up. That's fine. What's this arm doing? What are we doing? Two thumbs up, way up. Okay. Now we're playing with this really long. A little cattier. So I'm feeling still catty. And we've got watch the last 2 episodes of The Untamed and get a kiss from that special someone at midnight. Oh my. Great show as always, Nick. I need to take off though. Need to get an agenda typed up for the park board meeting on Tuesday night, amongst other things. You have a great day, Joe. See you tomorrow morning on NTF. See you tomorrow morning, right here at 10 a.m. Central for another one. Okay, we're going to take this, we're going to add a layer, come back to the layer 4, we'll opacity now. Oh, look, and suddenly it's grayscale. Nice. We've got a cat person doing thumbs up. I am oddly here for it. Not quite a Sonic, but it's okay. We'll just see where this picture goes. Goes to a line I don't like. I'll do that again, and I have my black. Thank you. Goes like that. And that. Just a fun little picture that just came out of shapes I was throwing around. Like that. Down here. Down. I have to decide what she's wearing at some point in the very near future. Don't want to be too racy. Certainly not on this show. So we'll just come right back. Now, apparently she's rocking fingerless gloves, which tells me a lot about the character very quick. Very quickly. And I've now know some things about this character. A little bit rock and roll, you know? Okay. Yeah, 3 fingers will work. This is very much in the realm of the funny animal. Okay. So that down. I want to tighten that a bit. That is the forward one. Yep. We're going to come here. With that. And with that. And pull down with the shirt. Pull down with the shirt. And while I'm thinking, I'll just dawdle and play with the ear a bit. Whoops, that wasn't the line I want. London buttons are wonderful, and 41 degrees out, no wind and hardly clouds. Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, last I looked, we had sideways blowing snow. I have to unload things on my car still. So, we shall see. Make it a nice t-shirt. We can do that. She can be a little bit rock and roll without like going full psycho. Okay, cool. Got a shirt there. Give her a scoop neck. That gives room for the little straps, which will add to the flavor. Nose can turn there. I'm really tempted to turn that into a belt. That really wants to scream belt for me. And then we're going to put a little leg. A leg. And a leg. A leg. Yeah! Come over here. And start working on her eyes. This is definitely just a cutesy little kitty. But cutesy kitties have a time to make something beautiful. The great Shonik Hugs all. Thank you, Dan. I know this one's running longer. I appreciate you guys coming out and sticking around as long as you did. And please be sure to hit like and share these because my weekend shows are a lot of fun for me. Details. Give her an eyelid. Ooh, that last eyelid. Little lazy eye there. There we go. Some lashes at the top. I'll be able to see that fang though, so I have to redo it because there needs to be like the one fang. Okay, not bad. Let's work on for a little bit nose line. Almost came out to be a Sonic. Big old honking collar. Yeah, big old honking collar should be good. That looks good. That looks good. Look at her fun picture. Get her tail up. Fun picture. No reason to have problems with it. This is even like old school, high school art. Well, it's a good thing, but it's certainly a thing that's happening today. Once in a while, you have to draw something for your former self, though, just to see what they think. I need to fix that jawline, though, because I bet if I flipped this, it would look rough. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Let's fix that. And that's the nice thing. I can be like, oh, and by the way, look, wrong color. Please stop rubbing colors that I don't want. Round that out a bit. There we go. She still looks silly. Hi. She needs work. What does she need? Details, Nikolai, details, help. I got fixed her face. I'm not pleased. I am stand unpleased. It's not her fault. I just need to redo her face. Grab it. That's right, folks. Delete your art. Sometimes you just have to start over. I'll make a little change to it. Maybe it's the exact same face. Oh, came close. A little better. Not quite that. Man, this eye is just not coming along right today. Which happens. Well, then pick up. Yes, guys, if you have an art kit, draw, please. Always draw. Always follow along. It's really quite good for you. And this is a silly piece, but sometimes I play with silly pieces. There's something off with this part, so what I want to do is just shrink it a notch or two, and then move it over and see if that can solve some of the problems. Yeah, it was a scaling problem. I looked to do Sonic without everything being doubled down to Sonic. Okay, let's try that. Let's hide the gray layer because I don't need it. Yeah, cool. That helped. And that is one of the best things you can do with Man, we're going old school in this. We're almost going into cringe art now. I just feel the need to break out from old tricks. But this is fun. Okay. Let's do we've done the cat girl. Back to the cat. So what else shall we put on here? But yes, always draw. And it's very nice to see you, Kim. I say it wrong. Anyway, there's never an offense intended, though. So we've got her set up. You know what? I think she needs a dagger, though. Because she's definitely got low-level rogue vibes. And I am completely here for it. There we go. Just give her a little bit more of that. And now we're starting to get somewhere. Not bad. Not great. No worries. We're playing. Yes. Someone bring Foxy some paper stat. What else do we want? I'm figuring something out. Hold on. That's banging. Triangle to work. I have to fix that, but I can fix that. And we'll just do the draw this picture again inside the picture to make life hard for myself, because I have to make things hard for myself. And yeah, this isn't the best, and that's okay. This is playing around art. I'm going to mess with the base on the student. There we go. And he's just got his camera phone going, and he just got a picture. Let's play with that hair a bit because it might places I don't think it should be gone. And no, give me my blouse. Okay. This is what happens when I draw without construction, guys. Get pictures like this kind of. Get your picture. It's scraggly. Okay, he's a scraggly dude. We can have scraggly. Nothing wrong with that. That picture. And what else are we going to put in here? I still kind of want to put I need to do something in here. Too much space. You're still looking at the paper. Okay. Good. Just finish. More detail on her till I know what to do. Yep. Roll the tail, because you can see a bit of tail over there. Give her tail rings. Tail rings are cute. Yeah, let's give her some earrings too. Is it this band? Yeah, that's sticked up too far. It doesn't look right. So we'll go cuff. I knew better than that. Give her cuff there. Better to there. Give her some eyebrows that matter. Her nose actually matters. That's not bad. That's not bad. Good practice, though. I want a measure of character design. I'm not quite sure what all I want to do with it. So you can sketch and you tinker, and you have fun. Art should be fun, guys. You've got her picture. She's like happy about it. You know, the dude's totally strong with it. And let's just add a big layer. We'll just see where this goes. I'm a little sleepy, guys. I'm getting tired. Been at it for a while, and unfortunately, I've been at it without any break. I barely have touched my water, so 1 second. And there we go. And we'll just give her shading real quick. And again, this is just speed art. No complaints. I have to learn. Part of what I want to do for 2023, I have certain goals. I don't want to say resolutions because resolutions instantly mean it's going to fail. But I have certain goals for 2020. One of the big ones is one my wife has really suggested with be more, give myself more grace, give myself more room and tolerance to heat for the fact that I am healing. I am recovering. I spent nearly a month, very, very sick. On top of my normal conditions, it was enough to make me very ill. And anyone else, I'd be like, well, take it easy, be gentle with yourself. With me? No. There's no gentle, there's no forgiveness. Heavens, I got things to do. And since I have things to do, I don't give myself the room always not to not doing what I can. Can't is a 4-letter word. I do mean that. It is the kind of thing that really causes a lot of people harm because they'll decide I can't. And they won't say right now or that way. They just stop. I don't want you guys to stop. I certainly don't want to stop. I want to do what I love. And what I love is drawing and writing and associating with clever people and selling things and in general having a pleasant time. No, I don't. That shouldn't be that color. I don't need that color at all. I need this. Yeah, do this for the tail. make her inner color this beigey. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it helps. Just another fun color. So she has some color. And we'll grab a dark again. We'll use a dark for right here. And this is just sometimes you need fun, light character design, just looping around to see what you can get, what it works. And this isn't bad. It wasn't what I was shooting for. I gotta do this guy. I think I'm gonna make the other. I think her skin needs to be darker. Okay. He still looks creepy. I'm not gonna lie. He looks creepy. Well, it's not on purpose. I just excel at it sometimes. So we got the poof dude here. Let's see. Stop doing that. There we go. We're just speed coloring within. Big thick stroke, side by side, keeps it going. You're supposed to use the arm, but right now my shoulders are kind of on vacation. They don't look like they're happy with me, and I'm not going to argue with them. And decided if they're going to be yellow or green, and I thought I hit yellow, but apparently I hit green, so that worked. All right. I like that she's basically a cosplayer feeling character. And I was successful. Oops. I was successful in tinkering with her. There we go. Not bad. Not great. Not perfect, but not bad. And I will take not bad any day. Do this, like this, make it look like glass. That's not bad. Not sure. Oh, I see what happened. I'm actually on the wrong layer. Alright. Or I'm using a significantly brighter paint. Which is okay, because it's affording me the option to do a few things. I'm just throwing some rim lighting on her. Did not hurt. What are you doing with paint? Actually, yeah, let's just go with that. Man, this is just. This feels like something that was drawn in high school. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but this feels like something that was drawn in high school. And it's fun. So we're going to do fun today. Because I am desperately in the mood for some fun. Already I've seen too much seriousness. I need to come down to this layer, however. I need to raise right there. That's driving me bonkers. Go on. Clean up these shadows just a bit. There we go. Come back up here. Get my yellow. Nope, my yellow, please. And we'll go. Oh. Marker. What color do I want that to be? There we go. That could be just enough just enough fun to kind of go, okay, cool. It's scratchy. It's fun. Oh, okay. This is actually a great question. Let me get my pencil too. This was a good one. Sometimes I wish I had the stuff for digital art, but right now it's pen, paper, and pencil. If you are looking to get into digital art, it does not need to be super expensive. Yes. At the end, at where I am, I'm using expensive equipment. But you can start as easy as getting a cheap stylus and any number of free art programs that you can get and just practice on it. I went to digital for a lot of things because it ended up a good deal cheaper for me just because I was not having to spend the money on the markers and the other things. So there is that. But one, there's nothing wrong with paper and pencil. My original kit was usually a couple, 0.7, 0.07 mechanical pencils, a Flair pen if you can get it, and a black Sharpie. Add a white eraser. That is all I needed for years. And then you draw whatever you want. If you would like help and advice on the best way to get started digitally, there are a couple programs that you can get. I'll show you when I'm done. That if you let me know what systems you have, I can make suggestions, and we can get you set up with the basics relatively inexpensive, especially depending on what equipment you have. And then you can kind of graduate to fancier gear. But we'll call this, I need to save this and get moving because it's been 2 hours. Photo at the con. And we will go file export thing, photo at con. File time lapse export photo at the con. Give it a second. And we will say art time lapse. And we've done that. And never mind the furthermore. And if I decide later I want to do a better picture for this or a different picture, I'll do a different picture. But it is high time that I get some things done in my world. So I'm going to wrap this up. Let's call that pretty darn good. And save as, export ping NTF 1.5. Yep, 1.5. Nope, 1.5.24. And we'll do that. Now, any of these pictures may be redone, they may be tinkered with later, but they're good for what we need. I have accomplished my goal. So guys, we're going to close out of this. Do not save. Which brings me to my happy melon face, and instead it should be here. Well, guys, thank you for sticking around for about 2 hours. We got 3 pictures done. Kind of slow, chatty day, but it was fun. I will be doing these programs sometime during the weekend to set up for my show. I may do additional ones for specific projects in education. Guys, I just want you to keep drawing, keep creating, and making what you love, because if you edit it, you can improve it, you can fix it, but you can't edit a blank page. I will be back on tomorrow at 10 a.m. for Nevermind the Furthermore, the morning talk show to give you a little motivation and support in your creative endeavors. And I will see you all then. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.